Continuing on, let's look at some of the other controls. Switch this to linear and give myself some clones. Axis is the position of the whole cloner. It's not that useful a control when it's there. Now the size, this is increase per clone. So if I do that, you see this clone would be 1.19 bigger than this one will be 1.19 bigger than that one, and so on and so on. So it's a sort of cumulative effect. And the same with the sort of reverse. And if I increase the number of clones, you see you can increase and decrease them. It works the same on the radial. With the grid, it's slightly different because of the way it's calculated. If I increase the size slightly, you'll notice that this one is the same as that one. It's because it's using mathematical position within the grid. If I increase them, you'll see that this one is the same as that one's the same as that one's the same as that one, and so on. The angle, which is a similar cumulative effect, so one clone is 20 degrees, the next one's 40, and so on and so on. The same applies with the linear. You can see there you can animate this and all the clones rotate but at different rates because the angle is accumulating. Moving on, looking at apply modes. These are the usual things you find in compositing. Probably not a good thing to show with just a white square, so I'm going to take our sand dune, add a transform, scale it down, put that in as the clone. You can see we've got them cloned. Let's increase the size very slightly, and then you've got screen, soft light, hard light, etc. Most of which are useless, but there is a case for using them, possibly. Subtractive additive is the same sort of thing to do with compositing. I haven't found a particular use for it, but if I put the square back and then change it to subtractive, you see that it look like they're on top of each other. I'm sure there's a better compositing reason for doing this, but I don't know what it is. Gain, this again is a cumulative effect, affecting each clone based on the previous one. There are possibilities of using that to create color effects, although, as you'll see later, there are much better ways. Burn in, this again, is a compositing thing, and blend is sort of the fade from one to the next, to the next, to the next. Although you can get some quite nice effects if I make this radial, put the blend, make the, and then maybe the offset, you can get interesting effects. Before I move on to the next tab, which is the jitter tab or random tab, I'm just going to increase the number of clones slightly and the size of the grid just to make it more apparent what's happening. So this is the random tab. Ignore the center that does nothing. The axis is a sort of random position. If I just hit the random seed, you see it moves those all around. Size again, sort of random, increasing of size. And the same with the angle. This randomness also affects the colors. You can have random colors. Again, there is a better way of controlling colors. There are possible uses of all this.